And we are back between two Yetis with Mr. David Gates.
Nice to see you, Lee.
Good to meet you. All right.
Go back 17 years, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you've been in the industry now for
17 odd years.
17 years. And you started as most
junior person at the Yacht Report magazine.
I've just been speaking to quite a few people actually, and how they started the industry, and it was working on boats.
Yeah.
So you did the opposite. You worked
land-based, purely land-based.
Yeah.
I always wanted to work on boats, but I never really got around to it.
Did you actually really want to work on a boat though?
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend and I, we worked together. We used to think about setting up a secret cruise story, writing magazine for the magazine, doing a secret couple on boats. We never got around to it.
Never got around to it.
Life got in the way.
Hell. So, all right, I know who you are. Tell the audience who you got 30 seconds to give your elevator pitch.
I worked in the industry for a long time, and I've basically, I like products and I like services, and in my old job I used to come across a lot of these and have relationships with people. I just like connecting these people to the right people. Kind of like a brokerage, but not yacht brokerage, product brokerage type of way.
And that's what you're now specialising in?
Yeah, I like finding products. I like helping people who from outside the industry. I like finding people who are in the industry and still need help to connect with the right people.
Yeah.
Sometimes you only need to connect people with one person, and that can really
can
help
trip
a
on.
business. Yeah.
Well, this is the one thing I find interesting with the marine industry. It's so small, and one contact leads to the next, and to the next, and then to
it's
a
more
business.
Like 2 degrees of separation.
It's worse than that, isn't it? It's like everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
That's something my dad always used to say, actually. Everybody knows everybody, but it's important to know what you know. It's more
about
important to know
people.
what you know about those people. Yeah. So your uniqueness in this industry is you had a decade tenureship at the Yacht Report.
Yeah. Now the
which is
Super
now
Report.
the Super. Is it the Super Yacht Report today, or is
I
it?
believe it is. Yeah.
They haven't changed the name.
I don't think so.
Fuck, wow. They've managed to get through 2 trade shows without
And normally
changing
they
a
jump
name.
in the back of this and disrupt it, don't they? Or something. Yeah.
So it's still the yacht. It's still the Super Yacht Report as of now, and so that is where I met you. Seas.
2004, yeah, I was telling people about that. I did a great job selling the stands, but we just couldn't quite get enough people to visit, unfortunately.
So this was a trade show that we did 13, 14 years ago, at a really odd time of the year.
In the Nice Acropolis.
And David sold, 200-300 exhibitors?
250-ish.
It was packed. And there were about 5 visitors.
10.
10. Oh, it was 10. Sorry, double. And yeah, but we met Nick there. We had our stand next to Nick. And it's quite interesting.
Even a quiet. I remember the funniest boat show I ever went to was the Abu Dhabi boat show, and one of the Crown Princes had flown into a mountain in his helicopter, and they banned alcohol for 4 days at a 4-day boat show, and it was the funniest boat show I've ever been to because everyone remembered what happened was
because they weren't drinking.
Yeah.
Wow. Blimey. So now you are Complete Yacht Solutions.
Yeah, that's my own business, and I work with manufacturers representing them, and such as the Marinaut device, which is a product that helps crew with shrinking garbage waste, such as this lovely pile of fruit we have here.
This is going to get really nasty over the next 4 or 5 days, isn't it?
But luckily, what the machine does, it seals the bags as well as shrinking them.
Oh, so it shouldn't decompose?
It won't leak, yeah, so you shouldn't be able to smell anything. You won't
no more bin juice?
No bin juice. So things like tenders, when boats that are at anchor.
Yeah.
But what people don't realise, crew end up spending so much time cleaning the tenders because they've piled them high full of rubbish that's leaking everywhere. And the tenders end up being filthy. So this actually helps not only keep the yacht clean, but all of those other parts of the yacht that people don't really think about.
I tell you what, it's interesting. I've always maintained, did I tell you this last night, that the most important people in society are the garbage collectors.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
And so without them, we're screwed.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't want to eat dinner with one or who knows? I know one garbage collector guy from my hometown. And so garbage is one of those things that you never really want to
live without. Yeah,
you don't want to think about it.
Oh, in the UK, we've had in Birmingham or somewhere, the local council hasn't collected rubbish for 12 weeks, and
What?
it's like going back to like the 15th century.
Where's this?
In Birmingham, somewhere in Birmingham.
They
there
ran
was
out
a strike, yeah, because of some terms and conditions of employment, and it was like the most disgusting thing you've ever seen. I've travelled through India and I've seen some pretty disgusting things in my day.
Because we're too young for it, but Thatcher, there was a strike or something, and people dumped all their trash in central London.
The poll tax.
Was it over the poll tax?
Yeah, the early 90s, I think. Yeah. There was
No, I think it was before 90s, wasn't it? Oh, it might not have been. David, you're old enough. Do you remember when the garbage piled up in central London? Under Thatcher.
On yachts and not really caring about what's happening in London.
Oh, you know, he's just proved his youthfulness with this. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm a northerner from Liverpool. I didn't really look at London.
The only other thing would have been the coal strikes, the coal miners' strikes.
No, I think there was a strike from garbage collectors.
Wikipedia, that's what you need.
Yeah, doesn't work quite well on camera.
Yeah,
yeah, so this is one of these things that nobody thinks about on a boat, but actually the knock-on effects, I mean, I never thought about bin juice on a tender.
Yeah, well, what's actually happened is that the rubbish is one big issue that it helps to solve, but some of the operational yachts that I've been selling it to, they're shrinking things like excess crew uniforms that David sells into boats, deckers, things like the towels and linens, but also engineering spares, oily drums that are going to leak everywhere. It's got so many uses, and you get more once you sell these to the yachts and you start talking to them about how they're using them. You really get a whole different perspective on the product.
I think it's quite interesting because obviously this, you can buy the bags off as seen on TV and put your vacuum hose on it.
Yeah.
But they're never that good a quality. These are.
Yeah, they're 160 micron PAP plastic, and that means they're incredibly hard to tear.
Yeah.
The only thing that would really tear them is something like a skewer or a really sharp bone, something like that.
And no glass.
Yeah, glass, it could cope with some form, but really minimise when it's crushed to a powder or sand. But different glass crushers have different ways of cutting them. It wouldn't work with cutlets, for instance.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. So this is one of your product lines. What else are you?
I still work a little bit in lighting, so we have a history together with.
Yes, we do.
Been working with a lighting design company called Aqualuce, who are a 30-year-old London-based lighting design company, helping them to connect with shipyards, owners' representatives.
It's interesting. John
Roberts
is one of the old boys of the industry. We've just been interviewing Colin Squire.
Oh yeah,
another old boy of the industry.
Good old Colin, yeah.
And yeah, just asking him how the industry has changed in the 30 years he's been doing it, and I guess 17 years. I think
we're roughly the same sort of time.
Yeah, I think my dad brought me in when I was young, but I don't remember too much about those days. But yeah, it's just an interesting switch, and for him, he was saying that the biggest change in this industry has been the professionalism of it. Everyone trying to make money out of something new, so those over-regulations, over-compliances and stuff like that, he's really started to find it not as fun as it used to be.
I think even all the time I've been in the industry, that's always been a comment going back to the old days when captains used to turn up in Antigua and sail a boat back to the UK. With no license or anything. I think regulation can be good, it can be bad. Trying to find a happy medium, and I think that's because the industry is still changing and updating. That hasn't been found yet.
Oh, cool. Well, how can people get in touch with you?
I've launched a website called Super Yacht Rubbish for the Marinaut products.
Super Yacht Rubbish or garbage?
Superyachtrubbish.com.
SuperyachtRubbish.com.
Yeah, superyachtRubbish.com. Or people can connect with me on LinkedIn or Facebook or...
David's a LinkedIn whore.
I love LinkedIn, yeah, you're right.
Whore is the way I term it, which is great.
6,000 connections on there. So...
Whore. Well, thank you, David.
Thank you, Lee.
Wonderful to see you. Have a good night.
Cheers.